Good evening and welcome to the campus of UW-Whitewater. I'm Jake Donoho and alongside me is my co-host Evan Christman. We ask you to please excuse our momentary interruption of sports from your regular daily schedule. Let's get right into it. The postseason is an exciting time for those who make it. There are underdogs, clear division winners, and teams that just barely made it in. But for any given sport, are the playoffs too long? Let's start with basketball. Evan?
I think basketball is just the right amount of time ever since the addition with the play-in tournament between those bottom four teams fighting for a spot in the first round of the playoffs. I think it's the perfect amount of time.
I'm going to stick with you on that one. So basketball lasts from about mid-April all the way to mid-June, so it is a long process, but I think that it is good because it not only builds drama for the players and stuff, and it makes the reward for the winner that much better. The long trek of the playoffs has paid off, but a massive heartbreak for the team that loses in the finals. We're going to move on to baseball now. Baseball, I think, is good where it is, as they only last roughly a month with 5 and 7 game series as all the series progress. And the baseball playoffs are a good length also because they end just before it gets unbearably cold outside in a lot of the northern cities. And usually the last game of the World Series is always around the end of October or very early November.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you on that. Baseball is just the right amount of time. It gets more experience for the players. It's just as long as the NBA. It's perfect timing, as you said. It gets really cold up in those northern cities where they could host. But baseball and basketball definitely have good postseason seasons.
That's going to move us into our next question. What is the most efficient playoffs, you think, out of any of the sports?
I think baseball has them, personally, because it's just efficient on how they do the series games, best out of 5, best out of 7. It's just quick and easy, just move along. And then you have the wild card games, which could pick one team to go in, one team to go out, and it's just quick and easy, just get them done with.
Definitely, I'm absolutely agree with you on that one, Evan. The most efficient has got to be baseball. You know, they shoot out games almost every day, as well as starting with one-off wild card games, and it's quick and fun to watch.
Yeah, for baseball, as you said before, they have 162-game season. I don't think the month playoffs are too long. I think you could maybe extend it if the committee decides to do something with that. I don't know what your take is on that. But in my opinion, with the NBA play-in tournament, I think you could do something along the same side with MLB, personally, in my opinion, but we'll see about that.
Definitely, I have to agree with you on that. And next up, we will talk about the best postseason moments in any given sport. We will be right back. Please excuse this commercial break.
We'd love to show you what it's like to be a Warhawk.
Come on!
Don't miss out on your chance to be a Warhawk.
At UW-Whitewater.
You belong here!
UWW-TV has been an important part of the campus and community since 1980.
Not only providing on-air learning opportunities for broadcast journalists and electronic media production students,
but educating and entertaining our audiences with award-winning news, live sports coverage, original programming,
as well as dedicating the mission to developing creative collaborations throughout campus.
For more information, visit our website, our 24/7 stream, and like us on Facebook.
Check us out because you got to see what's on UWW-TV.
UW-Whitewater Athletics, a relentless pursuit of excellence across 22 sports, powered by a tradition of success. 20 national championships, 17 since 2002. 61 individual national titles. 24 National Athletes of the Year. 616 All-Americans. 115 Conference Scholar Athletes of the Year. 1,500 community service hours annually. Be a part of the tradition and join the Warhawk family.
Here at UW Whitewater Intramural Sports, we have a motto: a sport for everyone and everyone in a sport.
It anyways. Oh, she got that off. They're going to count it.
Had a blast. Always have fun at intramurals.
Every day we strive to go above and beyond that goal by providing healthy exercise, promoting leisure education, and giving students that competitive atmosphere they are looking for.
Yes! Yes!
It's exciting. Brings me back to those high school days with Friday Night Lights.
With our 25 different intramural sports offered, we guarantee that we have a sport for you. Go to our website and find your sport today.
At the University Bookstore, we have an excellent selection of competitively priced books and classroom necessities for students. We have Warhawk gear ranging from athletic apparel to comfy sweatshirts the whole family can enjoy. The textbook rental service is also available for students to check out their required readings for class. You can also find and order books, apparel, and gift items from our online catalog, located at uwwhitewaterbookstore.com. The University Bookstore. We provide for your college experiences.
Welcome to Jitters Coffee House. Located on the first floor of the Wells Towers, Jitters is a student-run coffee lounge and offers a variety of coffee and ice cream-based drinks and is home to many entertaining programs, including live music, gamer trivia nights, and other performances. Coordinate your activity by emailing jitters@uww.edu. Jitters is completely run by volunteers who can earn service hours and even receive a free drink during their shift. Stop in tonight at Jitters Coffee House, where fun events and community come together.
Welcome back to Please Excuse Our Momentary Interruption of Sports from your regular daily schedule. The playoffs are a time that is filled with triumph and also heartbreak. It is difficult to let go of the heartbreaking moments of what could have been, but it's easy to look back on the long-lasting memories of a heroic postseason moment. Evan, I'm going to start with, what are the best postseason moments in history or for your team?
So I'm a Brewers fan, so I'm going to go, I vividly remember this exact moment. Nyjer Morgan's 2011 walk-off win versus Arizona, versus the Diamondbacks in the NLDS. That was definitely a key moment for the Brewers. That just set Milwaukee off and put them on the map for years to come.
Definitely, I remember that as well. A big moment in Brewers history. One of the best postseason moments I can think of, it's not my team, but overall in the history of baseball, it's got to be the 2004 ALCS in Major League Baseball, in which the Boston Red Sox came back from a 3-0 game deficit and won 4 in a row against the New York Yankees to go to the World Series. They ended up winning the World Series that season as well. Just the storytelling in that really sticks out to me. The Yankees versus Red Sox, bitter rivals. The Red Sox basically out for the count, being down 0-3, and being able to win it when it mattered is really what the magic of baseball is all about. And then, Evan, are there any best moments that you personally look back on?
Back in 2016, 2017, when the Brewers had Prince Fielder, Ricky Weeks, Corey Hart, all those big names back then, the team was almost unstoppable.
Definitely, I remember that as well. Ricky Weeks was definitely a powerhouse for that team. But for me, I'm going to have to go a little more south on you there. The Chicago Cubs winning the World Series in 2016 was one of the most special moments in my life overall. I was surrounded by family and friends when it happened, and it was so perfect, to me at least, how the final out was Chris Bryant throwing to Anthony Rizzo, 2 of the big stars that got them there for the final out. It's something that I will look back on with great feelings. It was the most exhilarating moment in my life while watching sports. The Cubs, throughout their playoffs and stuff, went through a lot of stuff, and 108 years was a long time, and to be able to see that in my life, and to think that people spent their whole life as Cubs fans without being able to see that happen was really special to me.
Yeah, Brewers are still waiting for that first World Series win. We'll see if they can get that first World Series win. It came close against the Cardinals a couple years back, but to no go. But we'll see if we can get it done this year.
Definitely, with the Brewers' pitching rotation, and if Christman can step up to see what he did in 2018 and 2019, I think they will definitely be a contender. And I don't mean to bring this up, Evan, but a very unfortunate 2019 wild card game as well. I gotta admit, I felt for that one, and just that error at the end with Trent Grisham and stuff like that. It was even heartbreaking for me. I do every time the Cubs aren't in the playoffs, I love to cheer on the Brewers.
Yeah, and every time, I wish I could say the same. I don't cheer for the Cubs if the Brewers don't make the playoffs. Sorry to say, but we'll see what happens in this postseason.
Next up, we will discuss if college football has too many bowl games, and after that, we will discuss the most heartbreaking postseason moments. Please excuse this commercial break.
Matt checking in to see how Sam is doing on his project, and it's getting close to exporting now, the final step in the process. And it is complete, and Sam is hyped. Finally gets complete and spikes the ball into the end zone. Sam's celebrating with his colleagues, and they throw a flag on the play. The ref's going to call excessive celebration. Sam is in disbelief and can't believe it. He tries to dispute the call, but the ref is not having any of it.
UW Whitewater Athletics, a relentless pursuit of excellence across 22 sports, powered by a tradition of success. 20 national championships, 17 since 2002. 61 individual national titles. 24 National Athletes of the Year. 616 All-Americans. 115 Conference Scholar Athletes of the Year. 1,500 community service hours annually. Be a part of the tradition and join the Warhawk family.
As an Army ROTC cadet at Whitewater, you have the opportunity to develop into a great leader while learning and applying the Army values to your everyday life. Within ROTC, you have the chance to travel overseas in the CULP program to train with other militaries, attend many elite Army schools such as Airborne and Combat Diver, and you have the opportunity to attend conferences and guest lectures by some of the Army's top-ranking officers. Our Warhawk cadets participate in many extracurricular activities, Division III sports, Greek life, intramural sports, among many other team building and community service events. Being a cadet at Whitewater is more than just being part of the Army. It's also about being active members in our community and coming together to form a family atmosphere. Anyone who wants to be a part of something bigger than themselves while developing themselves professionally should consider UW Whitewater ROTC. To sign up for UW Whitewater ROTC, go to the 4th floor of McCutcheon Hall to room 417.
Welcome back to Please Excuse Our Momentary Interruption of Sports from your regular daily schedule. College football is one of the more popular sports when it comes to the collegiate level. When it comes to college football games, are there too many? Evan?
I don't think there are too many. I love college football bowl season. I always look forward to it. I bet with my friends on who's going to win. It's such a fun time. I enjoy doing it. Is it bad to see the same teams over and over again? In my opinion, yes. Alabama, Ohio State. That's a totally different topic, though. But I don't think there's too many. It's good to see new sponsors each and every year, like Cheez-Its and Jimmy Kimmel sponsoring and all these different sponsors. Love to see that, and it extends the bowl season as well.
Definitely. I feel that a lot of bowl games make college football more exciting. It may not be the national championship, but every team works very hard every season. And the fact that they have something to play for and win a trophy to have a chance to get their names etched in somewhere is a cool thing, I think. And another question here, do random bowl games prolong the season just to keep fans entertained? Evan?
I agree that there are a lot of bowl games, but I don't think they prolong the season at all. It's just a fun time for all to compete against each other for whatever the prize may be. And these teams duke it out on the field. They have everything to play for. They've worked so hard. And there's these teams that are like 6-6, 6-7 that just barely get in to make it to bowl eligibility that can surprise a few teams and pick some of these big names off.
Yes, I would say there is a lot of bowl games as well, but they're fun to watch. It also gives the players something to play for. Only a very select few teams every season get into the college football playoff, like you said, and it's usually the same ones every year, unfortunately. And these bowl games gives the team a reason to give it their all instead of their season just ending after the regular season. While many of the team's senior players may never see the field again, and only a very select few make it in the NFL. So to see these guys kind of go off and say, hey, this is our last kind of final ride and stuff like that. This is a championship, a bowl game championship. We have a chance to really etch our names in history and really make a memorable scene.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And one other point I want to make, I don't know if you would agree with this or disagree. Some bowl games appear, let's say, Monday or Wednesday, 3 p.m. game, and nobody has anything to do. So they turn on the TV and they watch the bowl game. There may be one on that day between two 6-6 teams that barely made it in. That's still fun to watch. I mean, it's not the national championship, as you said. It's not the national semifinal between Cincinnati, Georgia, Cincinnati, Alabama, Michigan, Georgia. But still, it's fun to see these players and these teams duke it out on the field, whether or not be their home field, whether it may not be. But it's still fun to see these teams duke it out on the field for one last time in what may be their final season on that team.
Definitely, I would agree. A lot of times with bowl games, you see not the best teams in the country, but evenly matched teams. And that's the kind of thing that makes football fun to watch. Anytime that football is on, I have time, I'm sitting down and I'm watching it, because football overall is fun. You have games that are just really fun to watch. And next up, we will discuss what could have been the most heartbreaking postseason moments. We'll be right back.
What does it mean to be a Warhawk?
It means allowing myself to dream big and think outside the box.
Pushing the limits of what I think is possible.
Seeing ideas through from start to finish.
Collaborating with professors and peers.
And seizing opportunities in the community to put my knowledge to use.
I'm studying abroad,
learning another language,
and listening to the stories of others.
I'm making lifelong friends and fearlessly sharing my gifts with the world.
As a Warhawk, I stay balanced,
take great care of myself,
and get out of my comfort zone.
I refuse to let the past determine my future.
And I'm taking confident steps in the direction of my dreams.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense.
And other times it couldn't be more exciting.
But I will keep my goals in mind
and never quit.
Because
that's the Warhawk way.
turn us on. Flip them off. 91.7 WSUW. Be there. 91.7 is a student-run radio station serving the Whitewater area with a variety of original programs, live sports broadcasting, community events, and more. So turn us on. 91.7 FM. Or stream us live at 917theedge.com.
UW Whitewater Athletics, a relentless pursuit of excellence across 22 sports, powered by a tradition of success. 20 national championships, 17 since 2002. 61 individual national titles. 24 National Athletes of the Year. 616 All-Americans. 115 Conference Scholar Athletes of the Year. 1,500 community service hours annually. Be a part of the tradition and join the Warhawk family.
Welcome to the University Bookstore. The University Bookstore provides students with the opportunity to purchase apparel, gift items, textbooks, snacks, supplies, and other necessities right here on campus. The bookstore is also home to textbook rental, where you can find many of your required textbooks. Our friendly staff always goes the extra mile to provide customers with a quick and pleasant experience. Visit the bookstore today to find great deals on everything you need to succeed as a Warhawk.
The postseason can also be an unfortunate time where teams don't cash in on their opportunities. There are many moments that sit out to leave the rest of what could have been. Evan, what is your what could have been moment for your team or any team in any sport?
For me, it's not my team. It never will be my team. But I would say the Seattle Seahawks and the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Malcolm Butler. You know the whole story behind that, Jake. I'm sure you know. That interception at the goal line. Russell Wilson could not forgive himself after that. If Malcolm Butler didn't intercept that ball, we could be looking at Seattle Seahawks as Super Bowl champ. And that's definitely my what could have been moment.
Definitely. That was a shocking moment. I think it's one of the most shocking moments I've ever seen in sports. And my moment is during the 2018 NFL wildcard game between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles, in which Bears kicker Cody Parkey missed a game-winning 43-yard field goal. Yes, Evan, I can already tell that you know, with 10 seconds left on the clock when the Bears were down 1 point. It came to be known as the double doink play, as the ball hit the upright and then bounced off the bottom of the goal. A very infamous moment in Bears history. And still not hearing the end of it from the Packers fans out there.
Yeah, that's definitely number 2 on my list. A forgettable moment for my team. Jake, I'm not sure if you remember this, but I don't remember what year it is now. But Ryan Braun, when he won the NL MVP award. when he was just going off. I think he had 45 home runs, batting, I want to say close to 310. I don't know if that sounds right, but he got tested for PED use and was positive. And that's easily forgettable for the Brewers because Ryan Braun was just so good. He was leading that team, and then this happens.
Definitely, I remember when that happened as well. An easily forgettable moment for my team, it's going to be the Chicago Cubs, is them sending away all of their core players, including Chris Bryant, Anthony Rizzo, Javier Baez, and Kyle Schwarber, all of their good players in preparation for a rebuild. Makes me wonder what could have been at least one player. They could have held on to at least one player to hold on to the days of that World Series team. And next we're going to move into most unfortunate postseason moment in history. Evan?
My most unfortunate postseason moment in history, 2014, where the Colts lost in the AFC Championship to a deflated ball. So many of you may know what I'm talking about, many of you may not. So Deflategate was the whole scandal between the Colts and the Patriots. Patriots were using a deflated ball during that game, and that was a whole scandal after the game and years to come. And the Colts lost. So that's definitely an unfortunate moment for them. Jake, what about you?
My most unfortunate moment in postseason history has got to be the 2003 NLCS between the Chicago Cubs and the Miami Marlins, in which a fan by the name of Steve Bartman interfered with the foul ball. And after that, the Cubs fell apart after being up 3-2, and the Marlins ended up winning and eventually winning the World Series. Bartman had to go into hiding because he was blamed for the loss and is one of the most infinite moments in Chicago sports history. He was, however, given a ring by the organization when they won in 2016 to make amends, but overall just a very unfortunate event there.
And for me, worst postseason matchup, Orioles-Pirates, two of the most bottom feeder teams in the MLB.
Definitely. And that will do it for us here tonight. Thank you for watching, and tune in next time to hear more hot takes all around the world of sports. This has been Please Excuse Our Momentary Eruption of Sports from your regular daily schedule on UWW TV.